Okay, we're going to start out on the computer, and I did have a handout for you, but the printer didn't work. So you'll just have to take your own notes. But you all know about AI. The artificial intelligence is becoming a great big thing, and it's really helpful, but you probably, want to be cautious with how you use it for private things. But Google Photos just came out with a thing called Ask Photos, and it integrates AI into the Google Photos program, but you don't get it automatically because it's still experimental. So what you need to do, and I'll see if I can get this printed for you in a minute, but if you go to this, I can't show you both things at once here. If you go to labs.google/experiments, this right here, labs.google.experiments. The first thing I'd like you all to do today is to go to that website and sign up to be an experimenter with Google. Oh, hi, how are you? Good to see you.
You have a long way down here.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. We're going to go to labs.google.experiments. I forgot the L there. Labs.google.experiments. This is the page for Google Labs. And Google Labs has a whole bunch of experimental things that are going on that you can sign up to play with before they're released to the general public. So as you scroll down through here, you'll see there's Daily Listen, Whisk, there's Project Mariner, and you'll have to go through and read which ones you want to be involved in. Notebook LM, there's Ask Jules, and Project Astra. All those are AI experiments that Google is working on right now to before they release it to the public, and they're allowing us to be involved with them if we want to be. So when you get to the bottom of that, you're going to see more, and you have to click on that to keep going down here. There's a Video FX, which is a free program to help you enhance your videos. There's Gemini and Colab. Sounds like Colab. And then AI overviews and search. There's biology. There's a photorealistic thing on how to make photo realistic. And then over here in the yellow, there's Ask Photos. So what you have to do is join the wait list right here in order to get access to Ask Photos. So when you click on join the wait list, they're going to be asking you for your Gmail address, and then you hit join the wait list. And what it is that they're not releasing it to the public yet, but they're allowing people to join the wait list, and they're putting groups of people onto the program as they need more people to test it out. So I joined the wait list before Christmas, and today is the day I got access to it. So it's been a month just a little over a month, but it might go a lot faster now. Who knows? Because they're getting closer to the public release. But the reason that I'm excited about our class today is because I just got access today, and so you're going to be able to see what Ask Photos does. But before we get to Ask Photos, I just want to go through some other things that Google Photos has introduced since our last Google Photos class, and show you that there are a lot of AI enhancements besides the Ask Photo portion that are available to you. So we're going to go over here to an overview of the new features outside of Ask Photos, and then we're going to get to Ask Photos. So here's the home page for Google Photos, where you would go if you don't already have the app. And it just gives us an overview of some of the new concepts. So the first one is Magic Editor. So this is like if you wanted to move something inside a photo. And this example that they give is you would tap on this person in the tent and move it closer to these people. So we're just going to do a simulation here, tapping it to move and putting it where you want it. Okay? So that's called Magic Editor. And it's already on your Google Photos app. You can use that now. The next one is it's still part of Magic Editor, but you see there's another tab down here at the bottom called Contextual Presets. So if you click on that, then they have a few presets that can go along that they think might apply to a picture like this. So we can change this to the golden hour by clicking on that, and you see what it does to the background. And then there's another option to change it to a sunny sky. Okay. So that's the Magic Editor. You can do that right on your phone with Google Photos, with everything you already have. You don't have to have Ask Photos to do this. The next one that they have is called Magic Eraser. And you've probably seen this in other apps if you played with photos a lot. But we don't like that trash can in the background here because it kind of detracts from the beauty of our grandchildren, right? So we're going to tap on that trash can and remove it by hitting tap to remove. It kind of defines what you tapped on and then gets rid of it for you. Okay?
Does it make its own decision to remove the camera?
No, you tapped on it. I'll show you. You tap on the object you want to remove, and it puts a line around what it thinks you're focusing on. And if that's not it, then there are ways to adjust it a little bit. This is just a demo. So that's called Magic Eraser. It also has two tabs. The first one is to erase objects. The second tab is to camouflage. So we'll try that out. We want to blend in. And so you notice that everything on this half is kind of a subdued darkish color. And then on the right, you got this pink standing out. So if we hit tap to blend in, we're tapping that pink backpack and making it more subdued like the rest of the picture so that that pink isn't just standing out.
There.
What's that?
It's not there.
Well, it is there. It's just camouflage. It's green like the grass. So that's called camouflage. So it's to help you focus your pictures on what matters. I don't do a lot of changes to my photos, but you can do this if you'd like. Okay, the next one is photo unblur. Now this one could be very useful, and this one is very similar to what you've taught with, MyHeritage. Yeah. So all it does, we've got a couple of people out of focus here, and you would click on the tap to unblur, and then you see that, whoops, our original photo was all blurry, but after we apply the unblur fix, it sharpens everything. Okay, so that's already built into your Google Photos right now. You can salvage some bad pictures if you need to. And that's built into the app right now. They do have other ways also, such as portrait light. So we've got a portrait here that you can see that they're in some shadowy area, and this tries to take the shadows off of their faces. So here's the original, there's the new. Cinematic photos tries to it kind of blurs the background to make the focus of the person pop to the front like a portrait. So if we start with the original photo here, oh no, it makes it move. This is, okay. This is different. This is like the iPhone's 3D option. So that's pretty cool. Cinematic photos. This one is portrait blur. This is the one that blurs the background to bring the person focused to the foreground and like a portrait. So we've got a regular sandy beach back there, but it takes that out and makes the real person pop out. So that's pretty cool too. Okay, so it gives you the option to sign up to stay in the loop with announcements from Google Photos. If you'd like to get the latest announcements, that's how I found out about Ask Photos. I didn't think it would take me that long to come off of the wait list. And that's why I scheduled this class, 6 weeks ago. I was sure I'd have it by then, and I got it today, just the day of. So I was kind of surprised about that. Okay, so let's go back to my handout here, which you don't have. And now we're gonna go over to the phone itself. So everybody who has a phone with Google Photos on it, go ahead and pull that out. And we're gonna walk through this together. And you won't be able to do the Ask Photos stuff, but we're gonna do a few things before we get to Ask Photos here. Okay. So we're gonna unlock my phone. There's my granddaughter playing a flute, and it's pretty blurry. I should apply that unblur right now because that's not a very good photo. Okay, so the first thing I want everybody to do is make sure that you have a picture in your profile, because Google Photos needs to know who you are in order to do its AI stuff. Okay, so that's my profile picture. If you don't have a profile picture on there, then you need to grab one and add a profile. I could also change the profile picture down there, or I could remove it entirely if I wanted to. But it does warn you, as you see, that this picture is visible to anyone. So it tries to be very cognizant of your privacy rights so that you're aware of what's happening with your data. Okay, so that's step number one. Get your profile set up. Step number two here is to once again click on your icon, your avatar, and you'll see this menu right here. If you have an iPhone, the menu might look a little bit different, but it should have all of the same aspects to it. So if we look down here, we're going to go to Photos Settings, right down there. Click on Photos Settings, and you can see on mine that I am backing up to my Gmail account, wicco@gmail.com. So you want to make sure that you have yours set to, there we go. You want to have yours set up to back up. And what backup means is that it's taking the photos that you've taken on your phone and it's automatically uploading them to your Google Photos account so that you can get to those photos from your laptop or desktop as well. So backup is a good thing to have. But some of the new features here are under Preferences. So I'm going to click on Preferences, and you can see that we have another menu here. The Photos view is an important one. So click on Photos View, and you want to turn on the stack similar photos there. What this is going to do is automatically group similar photos that were taken together. So if you took 10 pictures at your granddaughter's birthday party, it's gonna say, okay, I think those are all of the same event, and I'm going to stack them together so that the AI can find them when you say, when was my granddaughter's birthday? it'll take you right to that whole group of photos and say, it was on January 21st, and here are your photos. So stack similar photos is a good one to have on. I don't know much about the show content from other apps. I tried to study about it, and it's so new that I can't even find much info on it. I went ahead and turned it on, but I know when I click on it here, it says it has this little thing below it. Whoops, click on it. It says content from other apps, and when I click on that, it showed me. I don't know where I saw that. Where is that? Oh, it's under the Customize by app. Here it is at the bottom. So when I click on Customize by app, you can see that it's trying to find photos in other apps on my phone, and I'm telling it whether I want it to back those up as well. So photos from Facebook, photos from Marco Polo, photos from Vidma Recorder, etc. So I need to study that one a little bit more. I'm not prepared to tell you much about that part of it because I can't find much information yet. Okay, so the important one of this is to stack similar photos at the top. Make sure that's on. Okay, then when we go up here further, click on Group Similar Faces. This is another one that has to be on in order for the artificial intelligence to be able to have enough data to make decisions to help you with whatever it is that you're looking for. So under face groups, you want this turned on, and then you want to make sure that you have a picture in there of you. So it knows that wicco@gmail.com belongs to this face. And that's part of the AI thing as well. That has to be on in order for the AI to work. Okay, so everybody up with me? Okay, we're going to go back, and we're going to go to a new thing here called Gemini features in photos. So Gemini is Google's counterpart to Microsoft's Copilot and ChatGPT and all those kinds of AI things. So Google named their AI engine Gemini. So we definitely want, for the purposes of this class anyway, we definitely want the Gemini features on. So we're going to click on Gemini features in photos. And we've got several options here. One is to use Gemini features in photos. We turn that on, and you can see its explanation here that Google's Gemini models help you unlock a deeper understanding of your photos and videos, bringing you more helpful features. So we definitely want the Gemini features on.
You know where it is on the Android phone?
Are you in preferences?
Uh-huh.
And maybe, well, you probably have to sign up for. Okay, AI features.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Can I just?
And then. Okay, it may be that you have to sign up for Gemini in Google itself.
Okay, because I haven't done that yet.
So that's a good question. Let's ask how to sign up for Gemini in Google. Okay, so go to gemini.google.com and sign up for Gemini AI. Gemini.google.com and sign up for Gemini, and then it'll show up in your photos. So that's a good point. I didn't realize that you had to do that. I did that a long time ago. So
What did you do?
it just allows you to have access to Gemini, which is the smart AI feature in Google for searches and help with anything. In fact, I'm gonna show you since
It has its own app.
it's not an app, it's a web-based thing. And I'm gonna switch back to the computer here and show you.
Mine says it complete. Well, it's often like,
So here's the Gemini page on Google. And it says, welcome to Gemini, your personal AI assistant. And it has a bunch of terms and all that. So I'm already signed in, but I think you might have to go up here to the top right and try Gemini Advanced. But I'm not sure. Oh no, that one's the one that costs. You don't have to do the one that costs. Just do the basic Gemini. And you can see down here that it looks a lot like Copilot or Chat GPT. So I could ask, where is the Payson Family Search Center? And it's gonna hopefully give me the address right there. So gave me a direct address, plus it showed me where its website is, so I can go straight to that. So it's a very smart search engine, but it doesn't just give you data. You could say, compare the LG refrigerator to the GE. And it's gonna not just give you data, it's gonna say the pros to the LG, the cons to the LG, and the pros to the GE, and the cons to the GE. And then give you a little table here of reliability. LGs can be less reliable. I vouch for that. My LG refrigerator just went out after 7.5 years. That's not good enough for me. So that's what Gemini is. If you've used Chat GPT or Microsoft Copilot, basically the same. It's a personal AI assistant, and it's great. I could even tell it to draw me a picture of a dog eating. And it's gonna create an image with Imagen 3. And it just takes a few seconds. And there's my picture.
What creates actual photos?
That looks like an actual photo, doesn't it?
Here it does.
I'm wondering if it got, I don't know. That's interesting.
Amazing.
So anyway, Gemini is Google's answer to AI as a personal assistant. And it's pretty cool. So you have to have signed in to Gemini in order to get it on your Google, on your phone. So I'm glad you guys brought that out because I didn't. Oh yeah, what's the issue?
so I put in what you did, Gemini.
.google.com. Mhm.
So how do I put it on there?
You went to a web browser to put that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do I ask them?
Um,
So do I have to put that in all the time then to automatically put on with photos?
no, you don't. Let me see why it's not showing up. Why does Gemini not show up in Google Photos? That's interesting. If Gemini isn't appearing in your Google Photos, it's likely because Gemini is an advanced AI model that is not directly visible within the interface. No, that's not a good answer. I don't know. It does say that some features are not available on all platforms.
Right.
And what kind of a phone do you
I
have?
have an Android.
I know, but what brand?
Samsung.
Samsung?
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's what I have, and mine's an old Samsung and it works on mine, so maybe it'll,
AG.
oh, an AG, that's the lower end model.
Yeah, because that's what they sent us.
Yeah.
I changed it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, well then we'll see that in a new one.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to my phone here. And now we're gonna get into some things that are only available with Ask Photos, which remember today, go get on the wait list for Ask Photos. So you get these options as quickly as possible. So we've got an option now. I'm still under preference, or no, I'm under Gemini. So remember where I am. Is anybody else seeing this? When you go to preferences, are you seeing the Gemini features here? Option in photos? Anybody seeing that? Okay, I'm going to go to Gemini features. So I got the search with Ask Photos on, and it's going to help me find photos and relive past events with an AI assistant. I've got Gemini powered memories, get a recap of memories narrated by Gemini. Now that's going to be interesting. Haven't seen that yet because, like I say, I just got access a few minutes before I came to class. And then I've turned on Help Me Title. So it's going to give me title suggestions for my memories. I don't have to accept them, but it can name my memories for me. And then it wants you to help them improve this feature by opting into allowing them to use some of your data to improve Ask Photos. And that kind of thing doesn't bother me at all, but you might not be comfortable with that. And what it does is you have to turn on or off, allow us to access your queries. So I just asked for I asked for Gemini to make me a picture of a dog eating. I've allowed my queries to be analyzed by Google to help improve their AI engine. And that doesn't bother me that they have that data. But it might bother some people if they're asking more sensitive things of that. So you gotta make that decision on your own. So I'm going to go back here and go out of preferences. And that's basically all I need to tell you about preferences. Okay. Now, if you can see on the bottom of my screen of my phone, my menu items have changed. I've got and this just changed today, like I say, 6 weeks after I applied on the wait list. I've got my regular photos icon. I've got a memories icon, which is new. This is memories that AI is generating by grouping photos of an individual event. We're going to look at that in just a minute. I've got collections. Those are my collections, like my albums that I already had set up. And I've got Ask. That's the Gemini derived Ask function in Google Photos that's brand new. So let's take a look at what we see here. I've got I gotta stay over here, I guess. There we go. Okay, if I go to photos, that's where I'm at right now. I've got just all my photos there. If I go to memories, this is a new thing. Let's see what Gemini did. Okay, there it is. It says that I took a bunch of Christmas pictures. And so it titled this memory, this clumping of pictures, a Whicker Christmas, and gave it a snowflake and a snowman icon there for me. So it's just AI putting these together, all my Christmas pictures, and calling it a Whicker Christmas. So that's pretty fun. Let's see. And then it says it has some video. Oh, this is a little video that we made for the family, for our missionary, our granddaughter that's a missionary in Las Vegas. And it put all the individual short snippets of video that we sent to my daughter, who combined it into one music video. So it knew all those went to that video. So anyway, it's just made a bunch of memories. That isn't all that important to me. But it's part of the function of the AI. Then it's got collections. Collections are it decided that it wanted to use to clump things together in certain ways. So it's got people and pets in one clump. It's got photos from this device, meaning my phone, that are specifically on my phone. It's got the albums I already set up myself earlier. It knows which things are documents and aren't really pictures. And so it's got a bunch of different clumpings that it did by itself. And if I keep scrolling, you can see that it's got other clumpings. It knows what a screenshot is. So that would show all my screenshots. That would show all my videos. That would show all my recently added pictures. That would show Pam's photos, etc. So those are collections. Okay, but now for the fun part. This is what I've been waiting for. We're going to go to ask. This thing. Okay, we're going to go to ask. Oh, no, that's not working. Oh, that's because I just came off. Oh. Okay. All right, so here we go. Is that coming through? To ask. So I click on ask and it says, how can I help you? And it wants to allow me the option of switching back to the classic search. So I've got the classic search, which is just say, I want pictures of Glenn Hammer. So, oh, it thinks that's Glenn Hammer. That's actually not Glenn Hammer. Interesting. Okay, so that's the regular search function. But I'm going to search or ask a question. Now, I haven't done this yet. So I'm going to say, where's my, there it is. When did my water heater go out? And I'm going to see what it does. Okay, it's pulling up pictures of water. I'm not sure. I can't tell from your photos when your water heater went out. If you remember roughly when it happened or any specific details from that time, let me know and I'll search again. So I'm going to say, it was in St. George. See what it does here. Like I say, I'm just trying this out. Oh, there it is. There's the picture of my water heater going out. So it says, it looks like on October 9th, 2014, shows a water heater. I can't tell if it's working or not, but he's right. That's when my water heater went out, October 9th, 2014. So now if it went out again today and it had a 10-year warranty, I'd know that I'm past the warranty period and I'm not going to be able to claim it as on a warranty. So that's just a silly way you can use it. I could say, okay, you guys give me a question. You're going to give me a question that's going to be based on my photo, so it may not have any application, but let's try it. Just some stupid question. What do you got, Rose?
Glen's worst photo.
Not
There you go.
in public. What?
A video on Katie.
A video of Katie.
I know you got one.
Where's a video of Katie? Oh, it took your voice. That's what I know. I know you got one. Okay, so actually, that is looks like you might be referring to this video of Katie talking to someone. That's actually Katie's sister, not Katie. Okay, there's one thing that I haven't done yet, that when you first get asked photos, it asks you to identify, like, it asked me, and I thought it was gonna, I left it there so I could show you, but it didn't ask me again. it asked me like, is Pam your wife? And I'd say yes. So now it doesn't only know Pam's face, it knows that Pam is my spouse. And a few questions like that. So I haven't gone through those questions yet, so maybe it's not gonna. Show me a video of Katie Whicker. I spelled Whicker wrong. Let's see if it figures that out. See, it gave me the same, but let's go to view more. Okay, and it's got a bunch of video. There's a hilarious video of Katie teaching her niece how to open a can with a can opener. I know it. Let's see if we can find that one. Show me the video of Katie teaching us how to use a can opener. There it is. Oh, what happened? It had it. That was it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Will it play? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
So, Celeste, the candle here, the sharp side on the top. Put it out. Like turn it, but turn it.
This can opener was broken, by the way. She gets the Google giggles here. Anyway. So that's one of the fun things about having AI help you in your search. And I've had this problem. I have so many Google photos that sometimes when I use the basic search, I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. And I think this is going to be a big help to that. So I don't know, what else would you like to try with this AI real quick? And then we'll go on to, there's a few more things I want to show you in the last 10 minutes or so. You got anything you want to see?
Airplane pictures.
Well, that one you can do with the basic search,
Oh,
pretty
that's-
easy. Yeah. But like I could say, the way this fine tunes things is I could say, where did I fly in September of
Wow. Yeah.
whatever?
Get more specific.
So let me see if it'll do this. Show me the aerial photo over Green. What's that town by Morgan? Green something? No. Gosh, what is it? My brother. Oh, Mountain Green. Mountain Green.
Wow.
Over Mountain Green, Utah. All right, let's see if it finds that. Yep, there it is. So those are the pictures I took over Mountain Green to try and get a aerial photo for my brother of his house. So it found out pretty easy. Okay. All right, we're going to go to a couple of more features here that are outside of Google Ask. But don't forget to sign up for Google Ask today so you get it as quick as possible. There's some integrations that they put with photos now that are pretty cool. And let's see, where'd they go? That's interesting. Let's see here. Well, now that the Google Ask thing showed up, it took the space of the Google Lens that used to be there. So let me see. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple other options with photos that you may not be aware of that are supposed to be integrated into Google Photos now, but one of them is called Google Lens. And maybe some of you have already used Google Lens, but it's an icon and that looks like this right here. It looks like a camera with the Google colors. It's called Google Lens. And I think it's integrated into all Google phones, but you can also download it on an iPhone. But what's so cool about it is it gives you a regular camera, but it allows you to take a picture of something that you don't know what it is or where it came from. So I'm going to take a picture of this remote here, and I just put it in, I just target it and hit the search function there, and it looks for it, and then it finds me all kinds of similar pictures out there on the web. And it looks like it's identified this as an Epson PowerLight 675W. So I'm looking at this, and it doesn't have those numbers on it anywhere. It just says Epson projector. So if I needed to replace this, I could go do a search for an Epson PowerLight 675 and find one and buy it for about 165 bucks. Okay, so that's what it does, is finds things you don't know what they are and tells you what they are. So I'm going to try this little microphone here just for fun and see what it's going to tell me about that. So I'm going to take a picture, get some of the background stuff out of the way. Take a picture of this microphone. Just see what it comes up with. Okay, there we are. There it is, exactly right there for 17 bucks on Amazon. And it tells me the model and the brand and the cost and where to get it.
Now mine is actually on the Google bar.
Okay,
The search part has the microphone and then next to it is the lens.
okay. So why don't you take a picture of your water bottle there and see if it comes up with the brand and the cost and where you can buy it. But you can do this with plants. Like if you've got a leaf or a weed or something growing in your house, in your yard, and you don't know what it is or what kills it, take a picture of the leaf and it'll tell you what kind of plant it is and how to deal with it. So did it give you an answer on your phone? What did it tell you?
It told me where I could get it various places, not this particular brand, but
Okay.
pretty well close.
Okay, so that's Google Lens. Google Lens, I use it quite often actually for like little parts on something I'm trying to repair. I'll take a picture because I don't even know what the part is called. How am I going to search for it if I don't know what it's called? So I use Google Lens and it tells me the name of it and oftentimes where to get it. Okay. There's also supposed to be, when you get Google Ask, there's supposed to be a video editing option now. And like I say, I just got Google Ask before we started here, so I haven't even looked at this yet. But let's go to, I'll just ask Google Photos where their video editing option is. Where do I find the video editing option in Google Photos? Let's see what it's going to tell me here. The video editing features in Google Photos let you trim, stabilize. I can't directly access or guide you through the app's interface, but if there's a specific video you want to find so you can edit it, I can definitely help with that. Okay. So that can help me if I find the video I want. So I'm going to go to Photos. No, I'm going to go to Collections here and go to Videos. And here's a little video. And let's see. Let's see what oh, here's the edit button down here. So I just opened a video that's in Google Photos and I've got a new button here called Edit. And I click on it And it brings it up. It allows me to crop it. So I can change the size here and just get the baby's face or whatever I want to do with that. Or I can rotate it if it was taken in portrait and I want it in landscape, I can rotate it. So I can put it upside down and really fake people out. I can, if it was distorted, it will let me find the four corners and and adjust it so that it's not distorted anymore. So I can do that or reset it. And I can adjust the coloring in it. Let's try a HDR effect. What's that going to do to it? Didn't look like it changed it. Let's change the contrast. There we go. We can change the contrast here. Brighten it up. We can do highlights. I don't know what that does. Anyway, there's lots of things that we can do with it. So, oh, here's some effects. Let's give it a dust mix effect. Okay, that just makes it look like an old color photo with dust marks on it. Let's do a paper tear effect. Oh, that's kind of cute. Make it a black and white film. Lomo, whatever that means. So, film mood. Oh, that's cute. Chromatic. Vintage. Layouts. Oh, yeah. That'll really confuse people. Okay, so, oh, make it into a poster. Oh, it shows the folds in the poster where you put it in your closet. Okay, so I'm going to discard my changes on that. But that's the new photo editing option, and that's not part of Google Ask. You should already have that on your regular Google photo, I believe. Try it, do you? Just pull up any video, go to you don't? Maybe that is part of Google Ask then. But if you go to your collections here at the bottom, and find a video and pull it up, do you get the edit button?
Collections?
Yeah, go to collections at the bottom. And then you should scroll down and you should have all video. It'll pull up any video. Click on that. Choose a video. And then you should have that edit button right here at the bottom. Yay or nay?
No.
Nope. Okay, then that's part of Google Ask. Okay. Okay, we already talked about Magic Editor, Magic Eraser, Photo and Blur, Cinematic, and all that. And then the last piece that is not part of Google Ask is called Photo Scan. And I think people need to be made aware of Photo Scan because of its abilities. So Photo Scan is a Google scanning app, and it looks like this blue thing in the bottom left on my phone. And let me demonstrate for you why it is so useful. I've got here a photo that's inside a plastic sheet, and is from where you're sitting, there's probably a lot of glare on it, right? Okay, well, I want to take a picture of this, but this is hanging on my grandma's wall in a frame, and I can't take it down because grandma would be mad. But I want to preserve this photo, but I can't get a good picture of it because of the glare. So what Photo Scan does, and I'll let you watch how this works because it's pretty cool. I'm going to set it up here. Oh, I keep stretching this too far and it loses its connection here. Well, I'm back. Okay, so what Photo Scan does, when you click on and this is all free, this is a free app. What it does is when you get ready to take the picture, it will take actually 4 different pictures of the same thing from 4 different angles. And so the glare on the picture is going to be in a different spot for each shot. You see what I mean? And then what it does is it merges the 4 separate pictures into one because it takes the part that doesn't have the glare in each picture and then it stitches them all together and you get a full picture with no glare. So I'm gonna turn this light on so that I get some glare. Okay. So this might be a little hard because that's a lot of glare. That's a lot more glare than I was hoping. Let's try just, I'm gonna move it over so I only get half that much glare. Okay, so I've got my little shutter here. Whoops. Got my little shutter, and when I get enough stuff out of the way. Okay, now you notice if I move over here, the glare changes. You see that? If I move over here, the glare changes. So when I hit the shutter here, boom, it's going to give me 4 circles. And it wants me, the middle circle, I have to move over into the other circles and hold it while it takes that shot. And then I move up to here. And then I move over to the last one. And now it merges those all together, hopefully giving us a decent shot.